Hi, and welcome back to part 2 of my gigantic Christmas tree extravaganza. Today, I'm bringing you 8 Christmas tree ideas for your home using Dollar Tree and Dollar General items. Some are rustic and elegant, while some are fun and whimsical. So grab your hot chocolate and a warm fuzzy blanket, and let's continue our walk through my enchanted forest of trees. Here we go! Hey everybody, I'm Soozie, and this is Soozie's Stuff. Welcome to station KDIY Channel 146. I'm so happy you're here. I would love it if you'd click and subscribe, and then click the bell to be notified when I upload a new episode. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up or even a comment. So don't touch that dial. Let's go make some stuff. Our very first tree is Foamboard Trees. Yes, you can make some incredible things out of foam board from the Dollar Tree. This is some black foam board, and I cut 3 different sizes of triangles, and I'm taking some black chalkboard paint, and we're just going to cover this. The black is pretty on the foam board, but this really gives it a finished look, and it's got great coverage. So I've done all 3 of them now, and of course my ADHD, I'm like, oh wow, look at that, 3 of them together, that could be something. So always thinking for ideas, right? So now I'm getting some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, and then these most wonderful letters. Oh my goodness, I found these at Michael's, and I believe, I cannot remember, but I think they were $4.99 for that big pack, but there's a ton of them in there. They're raised and beautiful and shiny, and they just worked perfect with this project. So now I'm just kind of cutting, getting ready to cut my little sort of, what do you call those? Strips, tags, sashes that's going to go across the Christmas trees. I hope this project is sparking some ideas. You could definitely do any color tree with any scrapbook paper and any saying on it. I just love the black and the plaid together. Thought that was really pretty, whimsical. And you are going to be so thrilled at how I made these stand up. I couldn't believe it. I was so distraught and thinking, how am I going to get these to stand? Oh yes, I can use the tower blocks in the back, but I wanted to try to find something different. So I am so excited to show you that these crates are beautiful to use as stands. You'll see in just a little bit that they slide right in the middle. Perfect. I mean, you can do anything with foam board and these crates to stand up. Letters, things for a party, things for the center of your table. So I am just thrilled. I also got these little, what do you call them, Santa Claus hats at Hobby Lobby. I am so sorry, my voice is very rough today, and I guess it's the weather outside, so I'm drinking my hot tea and lemon. But anyway, these Santa Claus hats are so cute. I think there's like 4 or 5 in a pack, and it's half price right now, Christmas items. And they're just so cute at the top. And look how that slips in there. I am thrilled how that comes together. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love it. So all 3 of these are going to work together beautifully. You can use this on a party table, on your shelves, but I just absolutely love how this came together. Ho, ho, ho. So I grabbed my beautiful red tablecloth, threw it out, and all of it just came together beautifully. These make me smile so much. I love the hats at the top. They're so cute. And my sweet little penguin is looking up at them and just smiling. And they're having a wonderful day in the enchanted forest of trees. So I hope you can grab some foam board and crates and make your trees today from the Dollar Tree. Next on our list of trees is the Snow Branch wooden tree. I'm using some wooden cutouts trees from Dollar Tree. How many times can I say tree today? Dollar Tree, Christmas trees. It's tree season for sure. And I'm just going to be using one. You can make 3, 4, however many you want. And I'm using the Waverly chalk paint in moss. Don't you love that color? I'm showing you here that I'm going on with the second coat, and it does dry darker. I am using some tower blocks for my stand. I could have used the crate, but I'm actually going to show you a little tip later on in our episode how I do that with something else. Let's grab a dry brush and give this little tree a snow-kissed look. I'm using the Waverly chalk paint and ivory, and I'm just dry brushing it all around it, and it just makes it this snowy look. I love these branches that they have at Dollar Tree this year. They're beautiful and snowy and just lovely. Now, as you're doing a project, you're like, okay, I should have done it this way. And here, I should have cut the little pieces apart and glued them on individually, but I just hot glued the whole thing, and now I'm trying to separate them. But it all worked out. I used that piece of poster board to sort of really keep it on there well after I hot glued it, and it all worked out. This bow and this ribbon is from Dollar Tree. It's a very satiny bow, and I thought it was the perfect addition to this beautiful, elegant tree. It's very neutral color. I think this little beautiful, easy to make tree is perfect for our enchanted forest. It's great for a neutral color if that's what you're going for this season. And you could make 3 of them, but I think it looks really pretty with my snowflake that I got, years ago at Hobby Lobby. I think they still have them. Enjoy making your tree today. Onward we go to our next tree is the wood plaque trees. Actually, I should have had an S there because I make 3 of these. I'm starting out with a board from Dollar Tree, one of the Beware boards from Halloween. And I'm going to fill the holes with some, what do you call that? Caulk. I couldn't find any wood glue, so I'm using some caulk, and it worked out really well. So I'm filling that in there and letting it dry. And this is some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, 25 cents. And these are the plaques from Dollar Tree. So we're going to trace those and get those cut out, and then I'm going to use a glue stick to glue them on. Oh yeah, first I'm going to use some moss colored paint to kind of go around the edges so that you don't see the raw wood coming through. Now we're going to use the glue stick. Get it on there. I love using sandpaper to go around the edges to take off the scrapbook paper, the excess. And the caulk really worked. I just sanded that off, and so when you don't have wood filler, use some caulk. Now I'm painting it with, that is Ivory Waverly chalk paint from Walmart. And now I'm going to be adding some lines to make it look faux wood, which I really wish I would have skipped this part after looking at it. But what do you think? You'll see in just a second. I'm going to be adding some ribbon. I am going to distress it with some of the black paint with my dry brush. And it turned out okay. I just think maybe it should have been white, but I love it anyway. This is the ribbon that I got at Michael's. No, I did not pay $9.99. Of course not. I paid $5. It's half price right now. All Christmas ribbon. And so it's a pretty good roll, pretty good price for how much you get. And I just love that striped color. So you can see there when I add the striped ribbon, I really didn't need that to look faux wood, but I think it turned out okay. What do you think? Leave me a comment down below. And these trees are so beautiful. I got those at Dollar Tree They come 2 in a pack. They're little ornaments, and they just press on nicely using some hot glue. We're going to lay those out and then add some, I think I used twine, some jute twine for little bows. Don't you just love this piano music? I love it. It reminds me of my dad. He played the exact same way. And it's just beautiful music. I love it. So now we're putting on those bows, and we are in the home stretch of our wood plaque trees. I did not add a hanger to mine. I'm going to be using mine on a bookshelf, but you could add one if you like. And it just came together beautifully. I love that it's neutral. You can use any kind of scrapbook paper that you like. I just love that green. And here it is using one of the wrought iron picture frame holders. I use those a lot. I love them for platters and things. I hope you can find these wooden plaques at Dollar Tree, plus the beautiful white Christmas tree ornaments. They are beautiful, and you can just make anything with those wooden plaques, so grab some when you find them. All right, get ready for this one. It's my rug cone tree. I got that cone at Hobby Lobby. I think it was half price. Yeah, it was like $2 or $3. And then this rug I got at Dollar Tree for $1. And I saw it and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. I have seen something like this on Pinterest, and I just thought how beautiful that this fabric was. I don't know, it's very tapestry, very chic, very, I don't know. I just loved it. I had no idea how I was going to make this work. So I cut off the fringe first and put it at the bottom. And so now I'm going to attempt to, I had to cut out the bottom because I'm going to show you this really cool thing that I saw, how you can use a cone and use an old candle holder. So you'll see that upcoming here shortly. So I used the rest of the rug to hot glue all the way around. It was quite a struggle, but I did it. Hey, I did it. So if you see, I cut and put the fringe on there first, and then I laid the really pretty finished end of the rug around it. So I thought I did pretty good there, because I am not a sewer. I don't use fabric. You should have seen the dress I made in high school. Oh my, in home ec. It was so funny. But anyway, we are going to use the hot gun to be the magic tool today. So I ended up just kind of hot gluing it all together, and I'm just going to kind of let the tape roll, and you can see how I did it. So as I'm working with this, I'm trying to make sure that any kind of seam is towards the back. And you'll see I'm going to be gathering it up and pulling it, and then I'll trim it off as it comes together in the back. And it does make a seam down the back, but I was okay with that because where I'm going to be putting this in my home is in a corner, so you wouldn't be able to see it. And as you can see, it really came together. I was surprised. It worked. And so it did make the seam down the back. It trimmed up very nicely, and now I'm just kind of struggling with that little piece, but it did come together like really tight with the hot glue. So I'm just trimming it, and I'm pretty proud. It worked. I'm so excited. And I thought, yeah, let's see if we can hide the seam. Nah, that didn't work. So anyway, go into your closets, find some old candle holders. These are my mom's, And I'm actually at my mom's home for a while. And so we found these, dusted them off, and I'm going to try both of these. This is so cool how you can just kind of throw that up in there. And this is a tall one, and so it goes up too far. So I'm just using some trash bags to push up in there. And then look at that. I just think it's so cool. Voila. It almost looks like the lamp in A Christmas Story. Oh my goodness. But I think it's elegant. I think it's chic, shabby chic maybe, with the tassels. But I love it. I think it's so different. And then this little short one, crazily enough, it fit into the hole there, and it came out perfectly. I do like the gold color, and with the green, I think it's super pretty. And yeah, see if you can find some candle holders at your house. So what do you think? Here's the gold candle holder with some gold pieces, the deer. I love the bell. And now this one is the more brass candle holder. I love it as well. And then if you don't have either one, you can just set the cone down and let the fringe kind of flare out. Or you could cut the fringe off altogether. I just really loved the print of that rug. I just thought it was very elegant and chic and cool. And it goes with all of my other pieces. So I hope you enjoy it. Find a rug at Dollar Tree, a cone, and some candle holders, and see what you can come up with. So this next tree I'm calling the Joshua Tree, and you'll see why in just a few minutes. I'm using some paint stirrers from Walmart. You get 3 for $1, 3 for 98 cents. A saw from Dollar Tree, some Gorilla Glue, or whatever kind of E6000 or any other kind of glue. But I'm going to use hot glue as well. And then I cut those down. I just cut the handle off, and then the bottom piece is 11 inches, I believe. And you can there's no set size. You can do any size that you want. So I'm going to hot glue these together using Gorilla Glue and hot glue. I just kind of sanded the ends off. I love these little clips. You can get them at Dollar Tree. They're in the crafter square, and they're perfect for when you want to glue something really quickly, hold it together, and they just work magically. And I just let this set for about 5 minutes, and it came together nicely. So here's why my tree is called the Joshua Tree. Is this color paint is called Joshua Tree, and it is new, and it is fabulous, and I love it. Oh my goodness, come outside. I spray painted it. The first coat kind of looked yellowish, but the second coat, it's just this beautiful chartreuse. I'm so in love with this color. I tell you, it is beautiful, and the screen doesn't even do it justice. In person, it is the most gorgeous green. I absolutely love it. So that's why I called it the Joshua Tree. And so now I've added a little piece to make the base. I didn't show you that before. And I'm going to be using the crate. Do you remember I used those with the Foamboard trees earlier? So I added a piece of the Popsicle stick in the back to make it a little bit thicker so it would stick in there, and it just works perfectly. I love those little crate thingies. I am so in love with those crates. They're perfect for stands. So now I'm using my fairy lights that I've showed you before. I got on Amazon, and I'll add that link down below. And I'm putting them on, and I'm so excited. I can't wait that I realized that some of the lights are in the back, and I wasn't even paying attention when I did it. It's not bad, but if you see there on the left, there wasn't a lot of lights. So I took it apart, redid it, and I added it where the lights would hit more on the green part of the tree. And I taped them in the back. So I had to fix that part, but it was no problem. So this ornament is from Dollar General for $1. think it's a beautiful little rustic piece that goes perfect with this Joshua Tree color. And here we have the Joshua tree, and I love it so much. That green color is truly my favorite color ever, and my beautiful golden deer is admiring it as well. And so I hope that you're able to create something like this. The fairy lights, I love them, and I love that they're on a timer. And so I hope that you can find the Joshua Tree color. It's new. I did get it at Walmart. Here comes the glass rock popsicle stick tree. And I took 6 medium-sized popsicle sticks. I took them outside and I spray painted them with that beautiful Joshua Tree color, my favorite. And I got these glass beads at Dollar Tree. Now this is a super easy, quick project for you to create. I just laid them all out in a triangular tree shape. And then I'm just going to trim the ends of the popsicle sticks. The popsicle sticks are easily cut with my scissors, so I just trimmed them all down. And you're going to see here in just a minute that I created using some Quikrete and some old cans for my stand. And so I made these the other day. I ran up to Home Depot and asked them. I didn't even have to buy a whole bag of it. They had a broken bag sort of over by the lumber area. And the lady said, oh, here's a Home Depot bucket, and here I'll give you some of the Quikrete for $2. So it was really nice of her. I said, oh yeah, I'm making some crafts and stuff. And so she gave it to me for $2. So ask around and see if they have any broken bags. And I just added some dowels in there from Dollar Tree. Now, really quick, again, I'm using some different colors of paint to sort of weather and age the tin can. You can paint it another color if you like, maybe all black or whatever, but I did just want to try this aging technique I've seen so many people do. I've got the wax color Waverly chalk paint and some black. I've got some silver lining and then some ivory, and I sort of just mixed them all together and sponge painted it all around the can. And it really gave that weathered look of the can. I love it. So I'm just putting all of those on there. And then I wanted to add a ribbon. And this was some gingham ribbon that I got at Dollar General for $1. It was pretty. I like it. It's very red and green, traditional for Christmas. But I liked the black and white buffalo check a little bit better. These rocks I picked up at Walmart. They didn't have I was going to use white rocks, like you see at Dollar Tree, but they didn't have any. They were out. So these rocks I got at Walmart, and they were sort of peachy color. So they went perfectly. I love this little quick project. It's so cute, and I think it looks great with my little snowflake. So I hope you enjoyed this tree, and you can make yours today. And next we have our mini pinecone tree. Isn't this frame beautiful? I got it at Hobby Lobby in the 90% off. Way back in that corner, they have 90% off. So this frame was $4. I think it was regular like $18 or something like that. So it's a beautiful frame. And I got this scrapbook paper from Dollar Tree as well for $4. And I loved the tree pattern. So I have it cut out. I'm going to use my glue stick and get that glued right in there. The color of the trees worked beautifully with this frame, and so now I have some of the little mini the little mini pine cones from Dollar Tree, and I'm just making a little shape of a tree, and we're going to hot glue those right in. This is some beautiful frosted greenery that I picked up at Dollar General. It was $3 for a big bunch, and it's a little big, and I end up taking it away because I'm like, no, no, and I took away the bow. I thought, okay, let's do this wooden snowflake from Dollar Tree, and I put a little red berry, and I actually don't like it either. It's so funny. I'm cracking up because it looks like Rudolph's nose. I kept laughing. I'm like, no, I don't think so. It was just, I was trying too hard. Sometimes when you try too hard, it just doesn't come together. And so I ended up just leaving it alone and adding the greenery because I think the background speaks for itself. And I actually love how this turned out. And for the last tree in the Enchanted Forest is the light bulb tree. This is so much fun. I absolutely loved this project. Have you seen the window clings that they have at Dollar General? You must have them. They're $1. I saw this one and thought, oh, cute. It's got all the different sayings. But did you know that it was actually designed to make a tree, to make a Christmas tree? So that's what we're going to use it for. Of course, you don't have to make that, but you can use the words in different projects. But I thought I want to make the tree like it says on the package. So I painted a black foam poster board from Dollar Tree with some chalkboard paint because I just wanted to give it a good finish. And I'm actually going to start from the bottom up, and I'm reading or looking at how they're doing it in the picture. So I'm just following along and adding them in step by step as we go all the way up. I love these little window clings. They are so cute, and this really came together perfectly. Should, because it's my second time to do it, and I'll tell you a little bit about that at the end. But for my topper of this tree, I'm using the earrings, the light bulb earrings. Who doesn't have those every year for Christmas? And so these were $1 at Dollar General, and I just hot glued it at the very top of the tree, and it is so cute. I think it would be darling for a little Christmas party or just to hang around in your house. I just love it. It's so cute. I love the black. Really makes those words pop out. So I'm using another one of the cans that you saw me make earlier in this episode, and it is I think the medium sized. So I just hot glued that, stuck some black tape on there, and then I'm going to add some white rocks inside. Again, Dollar Tree was out of them, and these are some that I picked up at Walmart. So that was the finishing touch. Oh wait, nope, I add a bow at the bottom, and that will be the finishing touch. And here it is, flashing away. It's a fun, whimsical little piece in your home. The light bulb has 3 different settings, so you can pick the one that you want, and I just love how it turned out. So let's jump over and see my not so successful project. I did it on some scrapbook paper, and then when I was done, I used some Mod Podge over it, and then the scrapbook paper sort of started kind of wrinkling up, and then I tried to distress it. So it didn't turn out quite so great, but hey, I just wanted to share that not all projects come out great, but I still want to redo this because I do like the white background. Tell me what you think. Thank you for joining me in part 2 of my Christmas tree extravaganza. I hope that I've inspired you to create some fun, whimsical, and very charming projects of your very own. And remember, I found most of my supplies at Dollar Tree or Dollar General, and they're very inexpensive to create. Don't forget the Joshua tree, and that color green is wonderful. So thanks for coming along to my enchanted forest of Christmas trees. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment down below. I'll see you next time on another episode of Soozie Stuff, KDIY Channel 146. Bye, everybody.